Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Today we need to show Gumshoe here something that will allow us into the Chief of Police's office. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm assuming it's going to be something we haven't really shown him yet. So I think we tried showing you this time. Yeah, it's probably going to be the knife maybe? No, we already showed you the knife. So not that. I didn't want to see that, thank you. The vase? Oh! How about that jaw? I think I've seen it somewhere before. Somewhere? Oh, maybe it's one of those memory people have from previous lives. This must be the most uninformed detective I've ever met. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. Probably the blood stain and the crack on the side. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me. Chief Gaunt. What could I have seen that before? Oh my god, Gumshoe. Here? No? But it's right there! Alright, so... I've been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. To think people are accusing him of injustice? I, for one, ain't buying it, pal. You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah. It was a pretty big deal when it was going on, you know. After all, a serial killer was on the loose. But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Doc guilty. Yeah? No, I can't believe Officer Marshall. Oh, I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that. You know Officer Marshall? I mean, of course, I would imagine he does. Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. Really? That does sort of explain, well, absolutely nothing to be quite honest, but really? When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus. Really? He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to cactus. Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. He's in jail, dog? Dots? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are we looking at? Oh, for all intents and purposes, I definitely prefer Gumshoe over fucking Cowboy Bebop, whatever the hell's Jake Marshall. So yeah, don't trade places with them. Absolutely not. No locker can be open without a fingerprint match. Besides, there's no reason for the murderer to touch his own locker. Hey, wasn't your locker the one with the blood on it, Detective? The handprint of the real murderer's gloved hand, without any fingerprints. Shit! If they come to arrest me, you'll defend me, won't you? If that happens, I think you'll do better pleading with Edgeworth. I feel like we definitely have had that one before. Didn't we? What the hell? Do we need to show you the knife again? Because didn't we show you the knife? Who did we show the knife to? I'll show you the knife. About this. Hey, is that? It has a tag attached to it. It's labeled SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? I stole it from the evidence room. Ever since that case was closed, the knife has been locked away in the locker. Well, actually, no, I stole it from a muffler, didn't I? On the day Detective Gumshoe was murdered, Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. Well, that's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me the knife, it all came back to me. Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. We definitely have done that before. Do we not have to show you? I thought for sure we had to show you. I thought that didn't we leave last episode off like, hey, we got to show you something to let us into to convince you into let us go to the office. Oh, lost item report. Very impressive, Detective. You knew what it is right away, right off the bat. That's condescending coming from you. Well, I am a master of misplacement, you know. Master? That has such a cool ring to it. The way I see it, if things aren't meant to be lost, then they're meant to be lost. What? Okay, I misread that. The way I see it, if things are meant to be lost, they're meant to be lost. There's a higher power at work here. Wow, a higher power! Maybe I shouldn't let Emma hold any evidence. Yes. Screwdriver? No. White powder? It's not cocaine. Hey, that powder's used for detecting fingerprints. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth gave it to us. He did what? All I have for some flour. What? Are you okay, detective? Quick, run! Oh. Can I go to the office now, Gumshoe? If it ain't help, one time I took a nap on a bench with wet paint. Why am I not comforted? That's the ID card record, isn't it? Yeah, there's only one number left to investigate. At 4:20 p.m., blaze it. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number. 777777. That's 17 too many, Detective. An executive offer, I just might have a hunch. Oh yeah? Who's the hunch? Is it Gaunt? You don't say. Oh, now I can go detect the blood traces too! Wow! Is that a new type? I've never seen that bottle before. It looks like hand lotion. Add 3 inches to your base height. What? Base height? Hey, let me see that. Looming tall. New and improved growth formula? You mean this can't detect any blood traces? Well, it's not quite the same as luminol. So that's why the lady at the counter had that smirk on her face. Holy shit, Gumshoe. Is there anything else? No? Because I'm pretty sure we have shown you, like, all the evidence at this point. Didn't we? And we showed you that. We showed you this, too. We can show you a picture of Lana in the car. That's a photo of Miss Star took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Star's quite the lady. Why, I remember, it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Probably. Parking? No? Am I supposed to go somewhere else and find something? I mean, that probably might be it. I might have to go look somewhere else. This guy almost made us lose the case today. What are you talking about? He was guarding the bloodstain on that evidence lock with his life. That's more than you can say about most officers nowadays. Oh, that's encouraging. It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well. I have to admit, he's right, though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today. The possibility that another murder took place prior to 5:15 p.m. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? But wait, that didn't mean. I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I mean, from what we've seen of Gaunt, he definitely seems to have something against Edgeworth. Oh yeah, okay. Here we are. Those were connected. Still not exactly used to that. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Were you at the award ceremony? Of course, pal. I get the award for diligence. We've already had this one. I was wondering why is the award a shield, and why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. But you don't remember, you can tell us later. This ID card belongs to the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman. You can just do about anything with these days with a card and a secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card. Yeah, we've had this one before. I guess we have to go somewhere else. So we just wasted, what, 9 minutes? Holy shit. I mean, half of that probably wasn't wasted. Some of that was new. Okay. What we doing, Chronos? I have no goddamn idea. Oh, we're going to Edgeworth's office, apparently. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is. It looks like he's writing something. What? What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Oh, we gotta pick up that paper. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer, Miss Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. I want to see this paper. I wonder what he was writing me for. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no! He's falling to the ground! Hold on. First let me see what this girl's doing. Crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. What? Letter of... If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. That's true. I know the path I walked. You don't need to tell me. And the reason I've walked hasn't been just one. On the path that I've walked hasn't just been one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for something. We can show it to Gumshoe. Wait, come back. I wanted to talk to you. Shit. Okay. Oh, there you are. Hi. Forged evidence? There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do can erase the fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. The fact remains the same no matter what excuse I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Tomorrow's trial. Hey, just throw the trial tomorrow. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? Huh. First last year's trial, and now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on a trial. Yes, you can. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Niall Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been a part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture? Something seems strange about it. So show him the picture? Can you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. You can. It kind of is a dick move, though. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. It isn't until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief God asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So yeah, you were definitely set up by God. There was like never room any doubt after like partway through this story anyways, but now this just kind of settled. But why Lana? Why is she seemingly helping him and willing to take the blame? I mean, I guess we'll find out, but he's probably being blackmailed or threatened or something. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. You don't find that suspicious? Where's that screwdriver? Dots, come now, Wright. You can't say this you expect me just to sit down and chat with you about the case over a cup of tea. But this isn't related to the case, remember? You said so yourself. So I did. Chief Gaunt gave this to you that day, didn't he? He asked you to bring it here from the police department. The chief is a very competent man. I mean, he'd be the only one in this world that's competent at this point. But sometimes he does things that don't make any sense. So he's not competent at all. At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense. A certain detective comes to mind. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gaunt's office. Prosecutor Niall Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors Awards for today. Wait, what? I misread that, I think. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. And I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award is based on. What's different? Oh, there's a... Ah, there's the broken sword! Oh, dog, did you kill him with his own award? Yo, that's messed up! So what, you stab him with the statue? And then you put the broken tip in? Or you break off the tip in here? In the body? I guess? There's a small tab. Yeah, we already read that. SL92. What is this supposed to mean? But it reminds me of a similar code. Yes, we've already seen this. I don't know why it was not checked off. So similar to what's written on this tag? Yeah, maybe I should check. Yeah. No, we're good on that. We already seen that. Anything else you wanna comment on while I'm here, Edgy? Like, your oh, you can check it, I guess. Due to recent events, I hereby announce my resignation as public prosecutor. He really wrote a resignation letter. Wow, even when resigning, Mr. Edgeworth is cool and concise. Still, it wasn't his fault. Someone has to be held responsible. That's how it is in the grown-up world. Yeah, but that responsibility means nothing if he just quits. Well, not everyone sees it that way. To truly take responsibility, you should have to work the rest of your life for no pay. So slavery? That's one tough grown-up world there. Yeah, if you messed up, you're a slave from now on. Yeah, I don't think that would... I don't know if that would be bad. Emma, you stay out of politics, please. I mean, we can give him this. They say there was no smoke. Oh, they say that where the smoke is fire. Apparently, I was so caught up in that smoke, I lost sight of the truth. Edgeworth. The others are right. I have no right to serve as a prosecutor. But Mr. Edgeworth, you were only doing your job. I've always made my own decision about what I can and cannot do. That hasn't changed. Forgiving myself is something I cannot do. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. Yeah. I'm gonna give the Gumshoe. Yeah, I know, but like... Oh, is this gonna be one of those things where I have to freaking... Right. You're gonna say no in a very long way and it's gonna make me not want to actually show you anything? But the vase? No? Okay, fine. We're just gonna go back to Gumshoe then, because I don't want to sit here going through all this dialogue when you're not gonna actually give me anything. Goodbye, Edgy! Excuse me. Oh, hi.
Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Yeah? Miss Star, I guess she's out of lunches. So what, she's just giving out slabs of meat?
You certainly are a curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
I mean, not wrong, alright? Some of the shit in this world, I don't know how it was discovered. In all honesty, I really don't want to know how it was discovered.
Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence.
Dots, are you forgetting something? You know, that little scene in I Happened to Witness?
The incident Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
The Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Dark investigation.
Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. I thought he turned himself in!
Wait a... What the hell? What the hell was that other conversation yesterday from Gumshoe? When he got into like a car accident, was it Gumshoe? Yeah, he like hit someone with a car, accidentally killing them. And then like the witness came and he killed them. And then like a kid came and he killed them. And then a jogger came and he killed them. Was that just bullshit? Or was it just... I mean, obviously, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe it was just part of it. And then he turned himself in, I guess? What?
Oh, we trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was even ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy.
I don't like gravy.
Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Niall died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed with Texas. Seeing Jake like that made him all the more desperate.
Her?
Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo. Pinky and the Brain. Lana and Chief Gaunt. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation.
Somewhere along the way, my brain took a turn when I was being told stories from this game. It was last episode. It had to be last episode where my brain was like, oh, okay. The story go brrr. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Joe Doc got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was just being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have any proof. You don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After the case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties, most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor, then she probably should have went to legal school and pursued that. Nothing quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used?
Damon Gaunt and Lana Skye. Gaunt led the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gaunt's magnetism, in particular, was almost unreal.
His magnetism?
By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he's handled.
Incredible evidence? You mean...
Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared to confront him about it, though.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated everything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall? When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr, that's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn out to be so cold after that?
Being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, like the Chief Gon's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean, that's why Lana was transferred?
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change.
At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Ms. Starr.
You listen to me, Ricky. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I have.
Alright, well, Resignation? I tell you. Poppy C. Rice said, talking about sheep. If you eat this, you'll maybe be able to tell black from white in the courtroom tomorrow. Pitcher? Okay, is that your way of saying that you're not going to respond to anything that I show you? Even this vase? Ah, damn it. Alright, well, I guess we're supposed to go back to Gumshoe, right? And give him this letter of resignation? But he's not here! So are we going to the police department? Attention? Yeah, resignation? You're not a prosecutor, though. You are a criminal who is in jail. And on trial for murder. So Gumshoe disappeared. Okay. I mean, that's kind of rude. Maybe we can just go to the office? Because no one's there? No. Alright, well, you know what? That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, or any of my videos, I can check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.